Okay, hombre, it's the Southwest Sofa back in the house.
Yo 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 yo.
I'm taking you remember this one, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, fair
Got the
enough.
trouser leg up and everything,
Oh wow,
man.
you've even got it rolled. Yeah, for those of you at home that obviously you can't see us, we've now instigated a new regime of dress. So I'm wearing my game master's robe, my wizard robe, and
No, it's
the
just got wizard's. I think it is just like a cape, isn't it?
yeah,
A wizard's cape thing there.
yeah,
But I kind of dropped on me this time, so I've not made a huge amount of effort. So I will make more effort next
a
time.
little bit
Obviously.
worried. But okay, so pre spoilers on the on Excalibur. So I guess I'd say that I remember this being. I remember watching this a lot of times back in the uh, 80s and early 90s, but probably haven't. I reckon I was thinking I probably haven't seen it for 30 years. So obviously, well, I don't remember much about it. All I remember is like probably quite a serious film, so I'm gonna like try and wipe the preconceptions because it might be like another one of these like Monty Python
Yeah.
things I'm not ready for.
Oh, give it a one.
Oh no, right. But the only thing I would say is I think I used for a long time get confused with this film, and there's a film where the guy has like three blades on his sword and you can like shoot them out.
Ooh.
Do you know that one? It's like a
Oh, maybe I do. I don't know the name of it though.
I don't know the name, but I think for some reason in my brain I had them mixed up for a long time. But I was thinking
Well,
about it. Can't be that. But anyway, I don't remember anything about
Excalibur
it.
doesn't do that. Just saying.
Yeah, I can't believe that.
Just for the purists.
I would draw the blade from the stone thrice. Oink, oink, oink. Yeah, that would be a plot twist. Excalibur.
Yeah, nice.
So, what about you? Presume you probably remember
Yeah,
quite well, do you?
this is. I'm super excited by this movie. This is. I think as the guys were saying before, loads of people mention it all the time.
Yep.
Super happy that it's on this list for us to catch up on.
Yep.
Yeah, I love this film. I just it's just everything I wanted when I was younger. I hope it stands the test of time.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah. I was going to say how long since you've seen it?
Probably over 10 years.
Over 10 years.
But I'd
Cool.
probably say less than 15, just because it is just one that I will go back
Yeah.
to. I just really
So
enjoy
I
it.
think maybe this is why you do better on these films than me, other than having a better memory, is that you have a collection, right? So I used to have like I used to get them out from the VHS shop and all that, or watch it on TV. So
Yeah.
I'd actually only stumble across it, but you can pluck it from the shelf and throw it on, right? So maybe that's why you've
Yeah,
seen.
maybe, man. I mean, maybe it's just that you're super posh and like just
Oh,
going to the opera all the time.
oh
So
right,
like,
right, yeah,
can,
my Dicky Bow. Yeah, that's
yeah.
true. It could be that.
Yeah.
Yeah, catching up on my cultural notes. You
One
had me
of
a
these
bit worried
dinner
there.
parties you're at all the time.
All right, okay, I'm gonna throw a wild card into it. Okay, you ready?
Go for it.
I'm gonna just ask you to think about Boromir. Okay, just have that in the back of your mind while
Oh,
we're
okay.
watching it.
All right.
I'm not gonna say any more. I'm not say any more, but
Okay.
just thinking Boromir. Yeah,
All right.
Lord of the Rings, top book.
Yeah.
Right, okay, leave it there. Okay, I'm gonna pause it. So we've got nothing more to say on this other than we're excited. We both have good memories of it. We hope it stands the test of time.
Yeah. I am pretty sure
And
there's Clydesdales in it.
There's definitely horses. There's definitely horses, and I reckon without doubt. We got to get our score. We never
I
bring
know.
our
I
bingo
meant to
card.
print one out. I'm sorry. I was thinking about it
Yeah.
yesterday.
And I want to get the scores
Super
out.
busy
At
at
some
work.
point, we're going to like get the scores and see. We're gonna have to normalise them because I reckon there's been a few wild cards that we could have,
Oh, I wonder which one.
Anyway, moving on.
I don't know.
Right, here we go. Gonna pause it. Pause it here. Right. Okay, dude, that was Excalibur.
Excalibur, yeah. How cool was that? That was really good.
That was really good. Yeah, I think what's interesting is definitely in that. I think there's like a stream of these films where it's like the serious fantasy, if you like. So this is
Yeah.
kind of like Lady Hawk. It's kind of like meant to be kind of. Well, I mean, there was lots of magic and stuff, but it's meant to be gritty. I mean, the costumes were solid. The fighting was brutal, but
Yeah.
not too kind of fantastic.
A few cleaving of arms.
Yeah,
Just
nothing
to
too
kind of
brutal.
show those particular weapons being that much stronger than the other normal ones that were just
Yeah, it's true.
pinging off and stuff. So
But actually, I mean, for the big picture stuff, I think it basically, found grounded and gritty with that stream of magic in it. But I felt like a lot happened actually, because I was just trying to think about the different changes. There's the beginning bit with the dad, and then him when he draws the sword, and then everyone's cool, and then there's the quest, and then there's the fighting at the end. So there's actually a lot of
it's
lot
lots of
things-
different stages of
Yeah.
the story, isn't it, as it goes through and stuff. And also really well done. We were saying about the makeup for everybody,
Yeah.
making them look a lot older.
Yeah, and the themes were the armor's kind of dingy, and then at the height of the Camelot thing, they're all shiny and bling bling.
Yeah,
and then
but then maybe slightly too indulgent in kind of like pastoral type stuff almost, where they're kind of like they're just around the table, but there's women there and they're drinking and they're feasting rather than kind of being like, serious.
Yeah, doing stuff,
nights and stuff there, and it's
I guess basically it's kind of like the Roman Empire in decadence or whatever. It's all blingy, but they're not really doing anything worthy anymore. And then obviously it goes downhill, and then the armor gets dingy. Yeah. And then right at the end again, when they're like after what's his name fixes him with a cup. Percival. Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah. Gives him the drink, and he has that moment of suddenly snapping out of it, a bit like what's it, Lord of the Rings? Theoden, when Merlin cures him of that, the deception from Wormtongue. He's suddenly out of it, and then they're back to shiny armor again. I think the armor was obviously meant to be like a metaphor for how the kingdom was doing. Yeah, definitely. And I think that they showed that in like everything else as well, didn't they? So when they were on their quest, everybody was just in abject poverty and kind of all the other the charnel pits with all of the bodies and stuff in it and stuff like that. So in a way I think there was kind of a lot I think it's very hard to pick out any real holes in it. I think actually I like the magic. Actually I did like the Helen Mirren kind of side story where she was like she saw her father's foresaw her father's death, and she could see through the disguise of Arthur Uther or whatever it was. So there was that, and then later on she tries to steal his power. Yeah. Then he finally tricks her with that kind of like Obi-Wan Kenobi. You strike me down. Really good. Really strike me down. I'll be more powerful than you. What was that spell? What was that spell again? Exactly. Be careful. It can be quite draining. Yeah. I did actually quite. Yes, really good. Yeah, and just the way thing there. Yeah. When we talk about everybody else aging, Merlin never aged. Yeah, that true. Was just the whole all the way through. He stays at that thing. And so he basically, I guess he took a 9 months sleep instead of aging, where she just aged. So maybe that's why she screwed up. Well, she did it uncontrolled, didn't she? So she. That's what I mean. So instead of like doing it in a way where, she obviously he paid the price by going in hibernation for 9 months. She just went, But it was quite interesting how she was so vain, keeping, she using her power. But I really didn't remember a lot of that film at all. Actually, I kind of remember the bit with Sir Lancelot in the forest with. Exactly, Guinevere. I remember that bit, but okay. And then obviously it was a proper 80s film, so it was BC, isn't it? Before Conan. Yeah, just before Conan. So that's interesting, isn't it? This to me, these are quite interesting different films, like Conan and this, because Conan I really love, but it always feels a bit, fantasy. It feels a bit larger than life. I think so, but this definitely felt like, it could have almost happened. Yeah, quasi historical. Yeah, exactly. And kind of and a lot of those things were, it's like the whole thing where Merlin is this mage, but actually he doesn't control stuff that well, because when he's describing the dragon to Arthur at the beginning, he goes, and with its forked lightning like that. It was quite funnily zany. At some points I was thinking, is he pulling this off well enough with the zany? But I think he did a pretty good job. I thought he did it really well. I thought he's kind of almost just on the cusp of being slightly crazy. Yeah, because he's obviously by himself. He's trying to like mold the future in the way that is best for everybody, and trying to make this wonderful kingdom and stuff. And all the time he's just being and Uther didn't do the job. He's like, god damn it. So do you think he's actually human in this? Because he almost gives the impression of being outside of humanity. I think he is outside of humanity, because he was saying other worlds and stuff. He said Morgana is kind of talking about that as well, isn't she? When she's kind of thing there. So I think so. I think that, and that's kind of the legend is that as well, isn't it? That Merlin. Well, that's a good question. That's a good point. How that fitted in with the legends of King Arthur, because I kind of forgotten the legends of King Arthur, and seeing it in this film made me really kind of remember. So I was thinking, how does the Lady of the Lake fit in this, and how does Excalibur come out of the stone if the Lady of the Lake had it? So it was quite. I think it was quite good from that point of view. So yeah, I think. I think it was good. I mean, to be honest, it almost had too much in it for me to really sort of remember all the different parts of it, but also nothing really like hopeless in it that made you think, that you can just pick holes in it.
Yeah,
So,
no, absolutely. I mean, like we were saying, the weapons and the armor, just great as far as I was concerned. The stuff there, really proper, and you could tell that they were heavy. They didn't let the guys get away with kind of doing stuff, when they're trying to sludge through the mud and the water and stuff there, and it looks like it was really tough, doesn't it?
It did look like they were struggling through it.
So
okay. And what about Excalibur? What do you think it is if you were gonna give it a D&D angle?
I think the obvious thing would be a Vorpal because it's thing there, but I kind of feel it's more than that, really.
Yeah.
It kind of feels
it's a unique
like
item, isn't it? It's almost a legendary
definitely.
item.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost because it's got that legend, almost holy thing, almost like a holy avenger or something. But yeah, maybe it's unique. We should probably look, as I said, legends and lore probably have a bit on this, so it'd be interesting. Okay, should we? Are we still? It's bad, man. Are we going dragon heads because
this is? But then
it's all about
swords on the actual DVD thing as well.
It is
for picking stuff. It's swords, and it is Excalibur, but
there's a dragon in it. Remember the land is the dragon.
The land is the dragon.
And remember that reminds me because remember like when Arthur sticks the sword into the ground, it like skewers Merlin.
Yep.
Because I guess that's all. The dragon is part of everything, and that obviously Merlin must be tied to the earth.
Yeah, I wonder if Merlin's like the personification of the dragon.
I was finding dragon heads hard. How about we have like age dragons? Like an ancient dragon is like a whole sword. So if you're going to go,
it's almost like you're trying to make this as complex as you possibly can.
Well, it's pretty easy. Okay, I'm going to give it 4 ancient dragons and a mature dragon. So about 4.8.
4.8, nice.
Because I was thinking, is this better than Conan that I enjoyed? But I think I just like it actually feeling like a really almost legendary story rather than being deep fantasy. I love both of them, but I think I'm going to give this slightly more points. I think some of the acting wasn't brilliant. Sometimes it felt a bit. I don't know. I didn't feel like it. Sometimes felt
farmerish.
Yeah, exactly. Why is King Arthur Irish?
But yeah.
I thought it was like Somerset. But anyway,
yeah, absolutely. I think some of that stuff was a little bit difficult, wasn't it? Stuff, but then were they deliberately trying to make it so that it wasn't kind of high English?
Yeah, maybe.
In BBC-esque.
Yeah.
From the 70s or whatever, so. Or Railway Children.
Yeah. Well, there's definitely some milk caps in this. I think the moral of the story: if you've got a super hot wife, don't make her dance naked in front of all your friends.
I think so, especially people that were just fighting.
Yeah, that's true. You
just called you king.
Yeah, that was obviously a bit of a mistake there.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. Should we go? Let's go to.
Oh, so you did your score, didn't you? So.
Oh yeah, I did.
So, I guess. The question is, what type of dragons were they? Because you said they're ancient, but are they because obviously some will be more powerful than others. Maybe.
Right. So you want to make it more complicated, right?
I'm just picking holes in your scoring system. That's all I've been there. So.
Of the same kind, I'm going to go all red dragons, 4 mature ancient red dragons, and 1 mature red dragon. But if you want to go 3 silver dragons and a brass dragon, it's up to you.
No, I think it's got to be shiny dragons because of the shiny armor.
It's true. Oh yeah.
So
is that the peak of their stuff? So you want to like a silver dragon, right?
Silver dragon or a platinum.
Ooh.
Is it a platinum dragon?
There is a platinum, but isn't that like the king of the dragons, Bahamut or something a bit like that?
Don't know. Can't remember.
A bit like the opposite of Tiamat.
Yeah, for real.
I can't remember his name. Something like that. Anyway.
It's not Bahamut, isn't it? Something like that, isn't it? So.
Yeah.
Something else. Anyways, this for me is just such a good film. I love this film. I was, going for some of the dialogue as we were going through.
Well, if you haven't seen it for 10, 15 years, you do remember something really well.
So yeah, I just love this film. So this has got to be 4 ancient dragons.
Ooh, what kind?
They're going to be metallic.
Okay.
So
good dragons.
Gold dragons, maybe.
Ooh, okay.
And then that goes more for Mordred's armor.
That's true.
So silver dragons.
But get silver.
And then probably a extra mature
Ooh,
thing. So 4.9.
4.9. Wow. So this puts Time Bandits in the shade.
It does, absolutely.
Wow,
I
okay.
love Time Bandits,
Right.
but I love this one. This is just
And I'm going to get beat to punch. There were some Clydesdales.
What's that?
There definitely were.
Where was the Clydesdales?
They
No,
put,
I don't
you
think
saw
anybody saw
them.
it.
He pointed it out when I said those there with the hooves. They pulled the siege weapons down, right?
Did he not just use a hook for that?
He put the hook
With
on,
the thing there,
and
with
he
a-
hit the two
with a-
horses.
with a
And I was like, "These are
rope.
Clydesdales, buddy. Look!" And then when they show the hooves, there they are.
I didn't
Anyway,
really see that. I can't remember that.
we'll rewind it.
So what else? I think maybe a tiny bit of animal cruelty with the poor hare.
Yeah, they jumped on the rabbit. It was a bit rough with that rabbit,
Yeah, it was a
and
bit
there was
rough.
definitely a dead rabbit at some point.
Yeah.
So, and I think
And Morgana was
yeah, she was
doing
chopping up some
stuff
snakes
like
and
that.
stuff.
Maybe,
So
but
a
yeah,
little bit
that
of
might
animal
have been
cruelty.
anything,
Yeah, no, there's definitely no blackening of animals. No quicksand. I
Although
didn't.
there was the birds. There was the birds that kind of was Merlin's kind of signature thing where the birds were around. So that was the birds that made the other king fall back onto the spears when he died.
Yeah.
When Uther was.
But they were just crows, weren't they?
Yeah, but they were his birds. They were his thing to make those things happen.
So what are you saying? Is this animal cruelty or blackening of animals?
Not blackening of animals. Just birds. I think that because people have mentioned birds before in other ones. Yeah, it's true. No.
I don't know what you're even talking about, but all right.
Okay, it's fine. But there were some.
Okay, there were some birds. Yeah, fair enough. No quicksand. There
But there was lots of mud. Lots of mud
There
that was very
yeah.
sticky.
Oh, there's a lot of
because
fighting water.
And like the guys were stuck in it.
They did get a bit stuck, but still, I don't think that counts as quicksand.
Okay.
I wasn't really. I saw there was no real novelty weapons. Merlin did have a kind of crazy hat, not quite a novelty headwear, but I think it was a bit straight laced. There weren't any of these kind of more zany things.
Yeah.
No Merlin. No.
It's a film that took itself quite seriously.
Yeah, but I like that. I liked it for that. I liked that it actually took it head on.
No dwarfs.
There was no camel punching. It was like pretty straight. In fact, no dwarfs. There weren't really any laughs in it. Actually, thinking about it.
Oh, I think there were just a few from Merlin. To be fair, I think there were just a couple from Merlin.
Right,
with kind of
a
few bits and pieces. I think that you're not even listening to me, are you? You're not even listening. He's doing it again. He's doing it again.
And like the lightning in the tongue. Yeah, he was like, oh, why are these guys, man? They're always chasing these ladies when they could be like fixing the kingdom. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. So, a few.
But not many. But I think they were quite. They were quite good little
true. You're
gems
right.
amongst it all.
There weren't any cheap shots, kind of like punching the camel out type thing. Yeah, fair enough. All right, well that sounds like we covered all the bases.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this, man. Thank you very much for having this one on. This is
cool.
this
Thanks.
has been really good.
Good call there, Three for All. Sounds like Three for All's pretty settled on your name. He thinks you should be the UmberBulk.
Yeah, for real. That's the thing there. Have you come up with
I was thinking on the way over, actually, funny enough. Actually, what's annoying is I had one and I forgot what it is.
Oh.
But on the way here, I pulled it out of the bag. I was thinking about Boromir.
Oh, yes, you said about Boromir at the beginning.
I was thinking about it and I thought to myself, how about... Oh, what was it now? God, I'm not going to forget. Benbow Biggins. It comes Benbow Biggins.
Benbow Biggins.
Got a bit West Country. Benbow Biggins, and it encompasses the mass that you're going for, UmberBulk.
Okay. It does sound a little bit like I'm bending over though. It does like a big one.
I didn't think about that.
That's kind of what it sounds to me, man.
Benbow Biggins. Right.
So I think
you're going to turn that one down, or you decline that one?
I will decline that one. If you don't mind.
And I think you like. It sounded like you like Caleb Dork. But
Caleb Dork was good, man. I was thinking I did quite enjoy Caleb Dork.
But yeah, I think
Ben Holder, but
you're a bit lukewarm on Ben Holder.
UmberBulk.
But the UmberBulk is. I think I'm going to run out of material soon. So, but I think I did have one more, but I lost it in the. I thought, what was it, man?
Maybe do it for the next one.
I'll try if I get it, but
try to retro on some of the other ones as well. So
yeah, all right, fair enough. Okay, so here we go. Right at the beginning, I said Boromir. Okay,
yep.
It's been cogitating in your subconscious all the time.
All the way through.
Okay, you ready? It's verdict. Listen up, Joe Richter. You ready? Hero or zero? Boromir.
Oh.
Hero or zero? I'm making it harsh.
Zero.
Zero. Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I think through no fault of his own. I think outside of being influenced by the ring, probably a hero. but was very easily influenced by The Ring. Just
He
looked
was.
at it and he kind of started to think that.
So I'm surprised. I thought you were going to say hero.
Okay, why?
Well, because I know he had that failing, but he did basically at the end fight to try to give them the space to escape, right?
Only because he felt guilty.
Okay. Well,
I think there was part of it because there was an awful lot of stuff where I mean, certainly, I think in the books and then also portrayed in the films as well. I think it's very well portrayed in the films.
Yep.
Or film, because he really was in one of them. Yeah, he's a bit of a douche, really. To be fair, really that type of stuff there. And
if I was, it's interesting. If I was I was surprised, but if I was picking, I'd put him in hero. I know it's a marginal call because I think I think
he fights very well afterwards.
He's the ring is powerful. He's trying to do the right thing, and then it gets under his skin. And then when he realizes what a terrible mistake is, he basically.
It's only because the ring's gone.
he could have legged it after it. Bilbo, get here! Give me that damn ring.
Frodo.
Yeah,
Put the
Frodo.
ring on. He hid it. He's invisible. He's gone. You couldn't even see him.
Sam found him.
Yeah, Sam found him, but Sam knew what he was going to do.
All right, well, okay, you have spoken. Zero.
Zero, yeah.
All right.
I think the rest of the time, his pedigree before then, very, very good and stuff there.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously poisoned a bit by his dad, kind of feeding him stuff there, and
he was a bit alpha, wasn't he? I think he was always trying to maybe shooting for the glory too much.
Yeah.
All right, okay, so we probably shouldn't have got too sidelined by Boromir, but okay. So have we spoken? Are we done?
I think we have, yeah.
And you sometimes have a few bits and pieces you like to catch up on near the end.
No, I think we touched everything on the thing there. So, just for me, cracking, loved it.
Yeah, no,
I love the kind of the coming from very low beginnings where Merlin's obviously kind of hidden him deliberately to make it so that he kind of learns things nicely coming through rather than just kind of being.
I think my favourite bit actually, just to finish on it, was the interaction of the wizards. That thread I thought was neat. Merlin and Morgana, how she was trying to seduce his pal and things.
Seducing him, but also like poisoning the knights against each other and all that. So just that kind of insidious, the way that she kind of insinuated herself in with the queen, and then
Liam
noticed
Neeson.
when she was upset about. And then there was just in the air and stuff there. So yeah.
All right, let's call it there then. In the can, 4.85 or something.
Yeah, nice.
Ooh, that's our highest, I think. Cheers.